Hi, third, fourth, and fifth grade leaders. We're preparing for December 15th in our series called Nativity Scene. This week, we're going to be looking at the story in Luke, how Luke tells us what happened at Jesus's birth, all of the things that led up to it, all of the things that happened, including the shepherds and how they came to be a part of the story. In fact, we're going to be focusing on how God had prepared his people all this time for this to happen, and all of these details fell into place exactly as God had prepared. Nothing should have been a surprise to anybody because God had been saying it for hundreds of years. In your small group time, your social activity, you have bingo. Christmas bingo, and this is just a fun way for us to celebrate Christmas together. And so you have bingo cards, you have bingo markers. They may not be all in one piece anymore by the time you get to them. You have a calling card, so that you can call out all of the characters that are on the bingo cards. And then you also have some prizes for kids who get bingo, or if you want to give each kid a prize, they are welcome to that. There's some sticky fingers and some really cute little erasers that I think your little girls are going to love. Remember, our social activities are for us to build relationships with kids, and this is a great way for us to, talking about Christmas, realizing that each kid probably has a very different Christmas experience is a great way to get to know them. Then during your small group activity, you have a couple of pieces of paper, and don't worry, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like when it's all done. Each kid is going to get one piece of paper that looks like this, and one piece of paper that looks like this, and kids can color them. And I'm going to show you what each piece is so that maybe they can color them better. And so these tall pieces right here that don't have any circles on them, that's going to be a part of the manger. Then this is Joseph, and this is Mary, and that's baby Jesus, and that's the angel, of course. And when it's all put together, it will look something like this. It's kind of a 3D version. And so after the kids have colored, I colored these long pieces right here, we colored those brown. And then they can add faces to the circles so that they have faces on their people. And then I'm going to show you how you're going to put these in place. If you'll pay attention, I just folded it on the dotted line. You fold it on the dotted line, and we're going to get our tape. We're going to put tape on the fold, on each of the folds. And then on the other piece of paper, where there's a bunch of, it looks like slit marks, the kids are going to tape their folded part to that, and it should make kind of like a little bit of a bubble so that it looks like it's 3D. And so here's Mary. I've put tape on, can you see that? I put tape on the folded part. And so you want to put tape where it could, the sticky side is on the side you didn't color. And then you're going to stick it to your paper right there where we have the slit marks. And then we'll fold this one up and put it as close as we can to the slit marks. And there is Mary. And then where did my baby Jesus go? And what I did for baby Jesus is just put a loop of tape on the back of that. Can you see that loop of tape? And we're going to tape baby Jesus right there to Mary. And we have our fun 3D nativity. So after the kids have finished coloring, they can cut out each one of these It should be pretty easy cutting since it's just sticks. And then on this one, all they have to do is color it. I just colored the stars and the moon. If they want to color more, they're welcome to do that. But you don't have to do anything else, no cuts or anything on that one. Just tape on the back. I'll also give you some glue sticks in case kids want to glue the back of them, but tape seems to be working just fine. So that is their activity for today. And as the kids are doing this, encourage them to talk to you about what they know about the Christmas story and how all of this happened. Like, who came and talked to Joseph and who came and talked to Mary? It's important for us to focus on that at Christmas because a lot of times we know that it's baby Jesus's birthday, but what we need to remember is that every detail of what happened at Christmas was exactly what God had planned to happen, when he planned it to happen, to who he planned it to happen to. And so if we can remember that, then we can remember that that same God that made a plan for Jesus to come is the same God that we can believe in with our whole hearts and follow because he keeps his promises. So that's your activity. And then your memory verse activity, if you have time to complete it, is some stars. And each grade level has a different color star. This will be the 5th grade stars. And you can use the tape and tape the stars around the room wherever you want to, or you could just lay them out if you want to. There should be 10 stars for each small group, and so there should be plenty there for each kid to go find a star, bring it back, and then you can put it in order in your with your memory verse. There's also some extra coloring sheets there if you'd like to use the coloring sheets for your kiddos. We've given you lots of resources, and we know we've given you lots of resources. This is so that families have the chance to use these resources as a way to talk about Christmas and Jesus as a part of their Christmas this year. All right. And then then you can pray and dismiss your kids when their parents come to pick them up. Thank you so much for leading. Come join us December 18th for our family Christmas celebration. It's going to be a great time to celebrate Christmas together. It's a great event to bring family and neighbors and friends to so that they can hear about Jesus for the first time. It's a family-friendly event. We do present the gospel, and it's a good way for everybody to get hands-on ways to think about and pray and to celebrate Jesus's birthday. Merry Christmas. I wish you a very Merry Christmas if I don't see you before.